everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I just posted a react to Chantal's live stream that she did last night. And now I'm trying to catch up with all of the tarot reacts. I recently posted two from Sunburst Tarot. Now it's time to do a react to the lovely and talented Melissa Gold Tarot. She changed her channel name to Peek Through the Blinds, and she did a tarot reading on Foodie and Salah to see what's going to happen, possibly, with Salah and Chantal in the coming weeks. And that is the one that I'm going to react to. So, for those of you that have never heard of Peek Through the Blinds, I encourage you to look down below in the description of this video, and you'll see the original link for the original video, which leads back to Peek Through the Blinds channel. You can sub up, you can give them a like, you can leave a comment and tell her how much you enjoy her doing this content of Foodie and Salah. So, with that said, how about we just switch on over? All right, I'm ready to go. Let me blow it up full screen and hope you guys enjoy the react. And if you do, please like and subscribe here and also over perhaps onto Peek to the Blinds channel as well. So, very interested to see what Melissa Peek to the Blinds has to say. So, let's get going, y'all.
If there are things I don't ask that you want me to leave in the comments, let me know. Everything I'm saying here is allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment only. But let's ask some questions and see what the cards have to say. Let's start with Chantal's energy. I kind of want to see, the future is not written. Choices people make today determine tomorrow. But can you show me something about what we might see in the next week or two when it comes to Chantal?
Okay, I'm very sorry. There was something that I wanted to include in this react. So I was looking at the comments for this tarot reading, and I found a couple of comments which I thought I should include in with this react. So this comment by Baby Geico saying, "Your reading is correct. I'll explain why. Number one, Chantal has stated that everyone has been feeding her and very kind. Reality, Syria has food insecurity and everyone is feeding her what little they have. What Chantal doesn't realize is nothing is free here. She owes everyone a favor now. Number two, when describing where she lives, it sounds like a grotto, very low income. Reality, she had a big mouth and brags about the food she has, money she has, and what she has, i.e., solar panel. She owes lots of favors and will be called upon. Three, Syria is in transition and they have freed themselves from Iran. They are now working on lifting sanctions and establishing diplomatic relations. Syria have voiced it wants to be part of the CCG. That means they will be buddies with Kuwait. That could mean extradition. So I thought that was an important comment to include because it makes sense. If people are being kind to Chantal and they're giving her food and they are feeding her, that could mean they may perhaps are hoping that she may give them food in return, or they may be asking for a favor or expecting that something will be coming their way. Uh, the first comment was also backed up by the second comment. Tara Mama says these people are giving her food because they see she has things, money. They're going to want favors in return. How she doesn't see this, I don't know. So that's two people saying that, I'm sure the people in Syria are generous and they're being nice, but perhaps over in Syria, it works in a system of if we give to you, if you happen to have a surplus of something, we are hoping that you are kind in return. Unfortunately, that's not how Chantal works. So I don't know what that means for her in the future. But let's continue with the reading.
What might we see in the next 2 weeks when it comes to Chantal, please? Show me what I need to see. What might we see in the next 2 weeks from Chantal? Eight of Wands, High Priestess. Show me more. This makes me feel like she's gonna try to go somewhere. The High Priestess for me, this is an energy that they're not talking. They're not telling us what's going on.
And usually, when Chantal gets quiet like that, when she buttons her lip, which is not easy for her to do because she likes to talk, she has a habit of running her mouth. Usually, when she gets quiet like that, she's up to something. She's up to something sneaky. She's trying to get something done in the background, and she knows she's got to stay quiet.
I gotta clarify this because this makes me feel like if she tries to go somewhere, she's not going to. Yeah, all right. I'm seeing the Six of Swords as All right, all right. Show me more. Because in the last reading, I felt like she was going to be there for a minute. Like,
Well, from everything I've seen online, from what I've read, Chantal could only be in Syria for a total of 15 days. And I just saw a video, courtesy of Piggy, saying that Chantal has 4 more days left before either she gets an extension or she has to leave. So that might be another reason why she's been quiet. She's keeping things under wraps, but also maybe things are up in the air and she doesn't know what she's going to do. Um, I'm hearing that they're going to have difficulties. Like she may be thinking, or she was thinking that when she went to Syria, because she's with Salah and because he is Syrian, that there wouldn't be so much of a difficulty with leaving or staying. And I keep hearing like they're going to run into red tape. It's not going to be as easy as she thinks it will, and it's going to take longer than the amount of time she's got left.
even if she wanted to leave, she wouldn't be able to.
Mm-mm.
This also makes me feel that because all right, this Eight of Wands can be connected to physically moving someplace, like, but usually I associate it or we associate it with like impulsive decisions, impulsive movements. It's also connected to messages, okay? Words, moving real quick. This makes me think of the live streams and some of the things she's been uploading. This makes me feel like whatever she's been uploading, live streaming, that like there's someone watching,
Ooh.
like they're watching her. They're watching her. I don't know if it's like they're watching her to see if there's like things she's saying or doing that go against the faith with this high priestess here.
Thing is, does she know she's being watched? Does she know perhaps that somebody's watching her, or is she concerned that somebody might be watching her? Because many people in the community have brought up and shown different receipts and evidence that just the fact that she's in Syria and she's doing monetized content on YouTube is illegal. She's in Syria on a tourist visa. She doesn't have a work permit or a work visa. So just by doing the YouTube content, which is monetized, she's already being bad. She's breaking the law. Also, she's taking a huge gamble because she's in Syria and she's doing the illegal content. That might get her whole channel taken away because that's a big no no.
Um, I mean, I see this on the bottom. I see the Queen of Sword, which when I see this and I'm doing the Chantal read, I'm just like, yeah, she thinks she's smart. The words that she's using, she's not controlling herself, this Wheel of Fortune, or she's really playing with fate here with these uploads that she's doing. I don't know if things are gonna fall. She's gonna bring attention to herself with the Six of Wands. I don't know if she's gonna have to pay people, gonna have people knocking at her door or something. Um, mm, all right. She thinks she's so smart. Yeah, I don't know. This page of sword. Sometimes I call them the person instead of talking, they're stalking, and I attach it to messages and things, words. um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's there because she's like being watched. They might also be watching her money, how she's making her money. I'm just gonna clarify this a little, and then, yeah, all right. I'm seeing another big old coin here. Show me why this is here again. More coin energy. All right, show me.
I'm being told that Chantal is at the center. She's at the hub of this pentacle money making energy, Melissa, and it's not good. It is not good. She's got eyes on her. I don't know if the eyes are online or in the community, people around her, but there are a lot of eyeballs on her money.
Me something a little, just a little more about this, because that's what's making me feel.
And I've also got this song playing in my head. I'm going to stop the react for a second because I forget who exactly did this song, but it's playing in my head right now. Let me just fix the background too. There we go. Just give me a second to find it. Okay, I just had to find the song lyrics to the song that's playing in my head right now, just watching your tarot reading, Melissa. And there is a song that I've known about for a while. There is a movie called The True Cost. It has to do with the fast fashion industry. But I think it's playing in my head because it does pertain to Chantal indirectly. Like some of the lyrics, I pulled it up saying, some of the lyrics are, I've kept my grip so tight, I won't let anyone get in my way. I want beautiful things, golden rings, and I get what I want. I live just to get what I want, and I want it all. I want it all, and I'll use you to get it all. I'll use you to get it because I want it all. Oh, that is so Chantal. That is so her attitude. That the song by Natalie Taylor is a beautiful song, but it's a song about just someone obsessed with having and getting, and they want it all. They want everything. That is so Chantal all day.
Why is this Eight of Wands and High Priestess here? All right, the Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. I mean, Eight of Coin. Um, I usually call this the person that's carrying the load that they feel is too heavy. Sometimes I attach it to the physical weight of the grails when I'm doing readings on certain people, like Chantal or Amberlin. I also am connecting this to her foot. Her foot, all right, I think that's going to be an issue. Um, it's going to slow her down. It's like that foot, you better hope you're not out with Salah and a pack of those rabid dogs come after you, because I don't know what Salah could do other than push you down and save himself. Because you could barely walk. Forget about wobbling away from a pack of rabid dogs. Oh my god. All right. Anyway, and this Eight of Coin is about uh, how we make our money. I definitely feel that the way she's making her coin right now is going to bring trouble for her,
Yep.
and she might even be putting Salah, in the. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is not like a normal living situation where you go somewhere and you're living there, and of course you're buying stuff for the home, and your neighbors don't care. Uh, Whatever she does to the house, whatever she brings to the house, whether it's food or furnishings, it's going to be noticed. people are going to take notice of all the activity and all the things going in and out and the money being spent. It is being noticed.
Um, maybe I'm gonna ask. I feel like that's part of the reason Salah don't want to be in those videos. He's learned from the whole Kuwaiti arc. Um, all right, that's what I'm seeing there. So only time will tell. Um, show me Salah's energy, please. Overall energy connected to Salah. Like, show me like why we haven't seen him. Like, why is he not showing his face? Can you show me something about that? Like, what's the energy connected to him overall, and like why we haven't seen him in the videos? Show me what I need to see about Salah. All right, the Three of Wands. So on the bottom I see a Two of Pentacle, which is like the energy that is trying to balance themselves or feels imbalanced. Also trying to get money together, seeing that here too. This is the energy that is trying to work with others to achieve like the same goal. And then we see here the Four of Wands, the home. So right now his focus is to try to get money together, and then under that, more coin, more coin. And this, all right, this relationship. Oh, there he is right here too. And there's another more coin. All right, so
So this whole thing with him and Chantal, it's all about money. It's always been about money, but it's especially about money right now. It's all centered around money. Pentacles everywhere with those cards. There was nothing emotional about them. It was all about the material, the money. Coins, coins, pentacles, coins, coins.
right now Chantal, I feel like, is his who he's looking to for the coin. All right, or she's like the only way he's making money right now or getting any sort of coin. Um, this relationship, this relationship. So I feel like here he's keeping a lot of things to himself, and he's recognizing that even though all these things are in Chantal's face, she still doesn't see it for what it is.
She doesn't want to. I mean, I'm sure she's not entirely stupid. The eyes will never see what the heart does not want to see. If the heart doesn't want to see it, the eyes are going to stay willfully blind. I'm sure she knows this whole thing between her and Salah, it is money based, that without the money, he would disappear and he wouldn't care. But it's a situation with her of, it's all I've got. She's put herself in a position where she doesn't have much. So she fools herself and she talks herself into believing that the little bit she does have makes her happy. When that's far from the truth, it's making her unhappy. On the surface, she's smiling, but beneath the surface, she's crying her eyes out because she's not getting the fulfillment or the love that she's looking for. It's all surface level and it's all transactional.
The Two Sword energy. And this is also like his energy trying to just see things as positive as he can because he has no choice. And literally closing off his heart. Like when all right, I just saw in my head when that live
Mhm.
one of the first live streams she did, I think. Yeah, I'm seeing this as I'm putting cards back. Like he's heartbroken overall. When she said something about, well, he said, I told you to wait, not to come here, and she was like, but my alarm and I missed you, and the emotions, and he said, some, don't quote me, but it was basic something like, this is no time, or you can't be emotional. There's no time for emotions.
Yeah, I heard him say that. I saw that part in the live where he told her, "Don't get emotional right now." I don't know if she read between the lines or she read the room, but without saying it, he was saying it. He was telling her, "Look, this whole thing between us is transactional, it's a business deal. Don't bring emotions into it. You know better. You're getting all emotionally wrapped around me, and you know you can't do that. It makes things messy. So don't get twisted up. Don't get confused. This is not an emotional thing. You may portray that on YouTube in front of your audience, but with me, we both know better. It's you're the employer, I'm the employee. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. We're just playing house on YouTube for you to make money, but it goes no further than that. So don't get emotional. Don't get attached to me. Don't cling to me because when the camera's turned off, I don't belong to you. Never have, never will."
So like that two sword like has to close off his emotions, close his heart off to certain feelings in order to get through it. This makes me feel like he has looked into possibly trying to travel out of Syria.
Yep, he wants to go. And I don't think he wants to take Chantal with him wherever he's planning to go. I think wherever he's going, he's planning on going by himself. He doesn't want Chantal around. She is just a means to an end. She's just a stepping stone to whatever it is he's planning next.
But this would say to me like he's gonna end up in that family home.
Mm.
All right. And he's just trying to collect coin. I don't know if it's a matter of coin. Like if the reason that he uh, would be staying in Syria, feeling like kind of stuck there, has to do with coin. Like if you could pay the right people, maybe you could get the certain papers that you need or something. Um, why hasn't he shown his face? Show me more about that. Why hasn't he shown his face on camera?
I don't think he wants to be associated with her. He gives the bare basic contact and reveal about himself, but he does not want to be associated with her. He understands that she's toxic, and him showing his face with her face is a big mistake. Like she blew up his life in Kuwait, and he's like, never again. I'll be helping her behind the scenes, but I will never step from behind the curtain in front of the curtain. He does not want to be seen.
Why hasn't Salah shown his face? Why haven't we seen? That's a lot. All right, I see on the bottom this 10 of coin, which family, family, family. I don't know if he's trying to protect possible family in Syria or back in Kuwait. They
Maybe a little bit of both.
might feel betrayed, or he might know or worry that if he shows his face on camera, if something goes down, they go after his family members or something, or he's worried about that, or doesn't something to that. Knight of Sword, Four of Cup, Ten of Cup, Eight of Sword, and it's ending with the Hierophant. So it's like he doesn't want to be part of this marriage or be like seen with her in the videos, because it's like been there, done that, didn't lead to nothing but trouble. This whole marriage, doesn't want it. Doesn't want it. Um, Sometimes this Knight of Sword is an energy that's like going to war. He could feel like this whole marriage and just being connected to Chantal, like putting himself in front of the cameras, um, would maybe put certain family members at risk, like what we just saw with this Ten of Pentacle, or just the past, doesn't want to repeat any of the same mistakes from the past with that Eight of Sword. Anything connected, and I'm connecting this to the marriage and also faith, the faith. So he could just feel like it will not do him any good to be seen in the videos, period. Like either being connected to Chantal through this marriage, or worrying that it could actually affect like his family or something.
Well, to be fair, she's nothing but trouble, and she's already brought him a lot of trouble. So he wants no more of that. He'll stay behind the scenes where we can't see him uh, do things with her, but he's not going to get on camera again. He's got enough problems. Although I'm sure he is worried that Chantal and her mouth might bring more trouble where he's at.
Thing. And I just saw the Six of Cup as I was putting cards back, and sometimes I connect that to his sister. So I don't know if this was like maybe advice from his sister or something. Like don't put your face in those videos. All right, let me end this by asking again. The future's not written. I always say that, guys. Choices people make today determine tomorrow. But can you show me what we might see in the next like few weeks from Chantal and Salah? What might we see in the next few weeks from Chantal and Salah? The Tower, Temperance, the Emperor, Six of Cups, the Empress. So, this makes me feel like she's going to be there. Mm. Um, on the bottom, Four Cup, Two of Wands, Knight of Pentacle. Like this makes me feel like there'll be like she won't be able, like I don't think she's getting out of that anytime soon. That's just what this makes me feel. Because like sometimes this Knight of Pentacle, like for me, this is an energy. They're not moving. All the knights, they're moving. They're going someplace. But this one, it's like I don't know if it's something to do with that coin. Like if she's gonna have to pay someone to, and not have enough coin, or they're gonna really milk her over there. Um, I actually think that she's already being kind of taken advantage of financially. Whether
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that Salah is way overcharging her for everything because he's stacking up the money. And he might be doing it on purpose, A, for revenge, for all the trouble that she's caused, and B, he might be planning to go somewhere and he's just stacking up the money to get his own plane ticket to get away from her. C, he knows that if he doesn't get the money out of her fast enough, he knows what she does with her money. It's either get it out of her quick or it's going to be spent on food and garbage.
she knows it or not. All right. Like I think when Salah tells her something is this much, that he's making it more than it is.
Yep,
Um,
much more, like 2 to 3 times the amount.
because he feels like he has to. I feel like he has to pay a lot of people to keep himself and this and Chantal safe. Um,
Yeah, and the more attention she brings to herself, the more questions are going to be asked and the more people might be coming forward. Hence the reason why it'd be wise for her to keep her head down and not be so public with her money and what she's spending it on.
I mean, starting with the tower, this is like the unexpected things outside. So, like things outside of both of their control, they're gonna have to like.
One moment. My apologies. Let's keep going.
And I also connect this usually for them with the home that they share. So I don't know if things will be happening in the home or if this is them arguing. Because like back in Kuwait, I used to get this for them and feel like it was the chaos going on in the apartment. Temperance is here. This is like taking one thing and making it something else. So I don't know if this is connected to her trying to either her not seeing things right in front of her face for what they are, or her trying to portray it to us like it's something else, you know? Um,
Yeah, she's doing the Chantal thing of nobody worry about me. I'm fine. I can leave whenever I want. I can just get on a plane and go somewhere. Like that's the attitude she's putting out. Like it's not that big of a deal. Although I'm feeling like her energy. Like I think she's worried. She's trying to give give herself her own TED talk of we can handle it, whatever it is, and all we have to do is just manifest by thought what we want, and it will happen. Like if we think hard enough and long enough about something, it'll play out.
this is the energy that is sometimes strategizing and planning. All right, this is Ari's energy, and I sometimes connect it to Chantal. A negative energy, it's someone that is misusing their power.
Yep. Although the power balance has shifted, she's not in control anymore. She just thinks she is in control, but she's going to get a rude awakening.
And the Six of Cups, right? These are the memories that we're making. Um, I mean, it's like I feel like I saw this in the last reading. Like they're in this together now. So again, the future's not written. I don't know. It's like they're bound together. They're bound together. The future's not written. All right. So only time will tell. I definitely feel like someone's watching them though. With this, I keep seeing this page of sword. I don't know.
I just want to add this in here before the reading ends. Chantal, I'm being told by Spirit right now that Chantal is desperate, very, very desperate to form some kind of connection or bond with Salah. And she knows she can't use the usual channels and the usual means to make that happen. She thought when she first started things with Salah that she could shower him with gifts and give him money, and that would form a connection. Well, it didn't work because he's not attracted to her and he doesn't feel connected to her. So that didn't work. And then she maybe decided, well, if that's not going to work, then I will just wear him down to the nub, like I did with Pete's. I'll just wear him down to the nub until he doesn't want to fight back. He'll just surrender and say, okay, okay, I'll be in a relationship with you. Shut up. So she's been waiting for the surrender part to secure him being with her. And that hasn't happened yet. So this could be a possibility. This is not an absolute. She might be thinking, okay, I can't get him to love me the usual way. And wearing him down to the nub is not working. So if I go to Syria and we're both living in, say, hardship conditions, that might be the connecting point where she can go to him and say, look at all that we've been through together. We've been through so much. Remember when we were in Syria and it was hot and there was no air conditioning and blah, blah, blah. Like she's looking for something, anything to connect them together. She's looking for a sort of a hardship trauma bond of sorts. And as Neo Tarot said, it's codependency at its most toxic. She is a toxic person and she's looking to put her hooks into him and keep him around by any means necessary. So she practically ran all the way to Syria. She didn't like the idea or the possibility of him getting away from her and him doing things without her knowing. She had to control him. So even though he told her, don't come over, give me a month, she didn't want to listen. She wanted to make sure he was locked in and he wasn't going nowhere. So she told him, you're not going to get any more of my money unless I'm physically there. So she rushed over there way ahead of schedule. He's angry about that. And she might be thinking, oh, well, we're going through pain together and that's what's going to bond us together and make us closer. No, it ain't. It's just going to make him madder than what he already is.
If it's someone watching them to like yeah, I don't know. All right, I keep seeing that though. Not feeling great about this Page of Sword. Um, yeah. All right, definitely feel like they are bound to one another.
At least for now.
Okay. Um,
I keep hearing chains are meant to be broken.
that's what I'm seeing there, guys. All right, if there's things I didn't ask that you want me to, leave it in the comments and let me know. Um, pray for Julia. Pray for just whether you like them or not. Put out good energy. All right, guys. Love you, and I'll see you in the next one.
Wonderful reading, Melissa. Peek through the blinds. Wonderful reading. Thank you so much for doing this reading. And for those of you on my channel, I hope you guys enjoyed that because I certainly did. And if you have never heard of Melissa Gold Tarot, please look down below in the description and you'll see the original link for the original video. And you can follow it back to Melissa's channel and all of her wonderful content. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this Tarot React. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.